he was here, she would have been like, "Yeah, these my niggas." Like, these my niggas.
Like I feel like there's a sense.
If A Boogie came here, he would have talked to us.
No, Kenneth would have licked his toes. I'm probably
licked his toes.
fingers and.
Oh my god.
He would have canceled everything with how he would have
I
acted.
think he would have jumped in front of. I think he would finally find a sense on how to run properly, walk properly, do everything properly.
And not only that, we waited from 9, not even from 8:20. Then when they sat us, we waited dumb long just for them to.
And the first
to
day
move
was
us
a waste.
To the bottom.
The first day
Just for them to move us to the bottom. And what did we do? Nobody acknowledged us. They just like questioned us.
We sat there.
Yeah, and that
Got nearly blinded by a light, singed. Couldn't get to eat with the rest of the people.
What do you think tomorrow's gonna look like?
Me tomorrow, I'm gonna have a fresh haircut. Hopefully, I have a phone line to talk to from. Have data, and tomorrow, I don't know if I'm coming to school on time.
Not gonna lie, with how y'all are explaining it, yeah, this was pretty rude, pretty uncalled for what we were giving.
Talking to that girl, Brandon, I feel like she going to the girl that was looking at you.
Oh, the lady with the accent.
Oh no! There was a girl in the yellow and blue, bro. Like we would take breaks, and me personally, I lose my mind when I see too many fucking.
This is when y'all were outside and I was inside.
Yeah.
What was going on?
Well, no, she
kept staring basically.
She kept staring.
She's the type to stare, and then when you approach her, she's like, no thanks.
What, like she's never seen a person like you before?
Yeah, like she never seen a nigga, basically. I swear.
Really? You just caught someone eyeballing you, like?
Like no, and I.
In what way?
Yo, and then one of the parents pressed
No, there was someone's mother looking at me.
One of the parents pressed the other Brandon.
I should have been outside.
Cause you know when we was getting snacks the first break.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon went to go get I think peanuts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one of the actors' parents, the little kids, she said in Spanish, she said, "Why is he here? He doesn't belong here, right?"
Excuse me.
Brandon, and then Brandon turned around and he said to the other lady sitting next to him, he was like, "Yes, I am. I'm background crew or whatever." And then the lady was like, "Yes, he is." And then the mom was just like side-eyeing him. Like, I hate parents that live through their kids' success and feel like they can just like boss anybody around and they don't even know us. Like,
I swear, let a production company come. We're going to.
So they just came in here and they just freaking.
That's what the mom
spat on
said.
us.
Like the mom didn't even know Brandon. She was just standing there. That she just said that to the lady, and the lady was like, "No."
Like this is, and then we're assholes for doing the wrong shit. Like,
Exactly.
and then like that's what I don't like. Like to be honest. And it's like
oh, cause your little kid is adding in a movie, and all of a sudden you think you could push me to the side.
3:00. Hold
Sis.
on. Refresh. It's about to be 3. It's about to be 3.
She ain't gonna post it at 3.
It's 2:59. I'm sorry, but
Come on, Brandon.
no. But let's say for me.
If somebody's mom, yo.
How can you mimic it to me? Like, what was she doing?
For me, no. Well, the girl, she looked pretty good. I'm not gonna. She looked a little thick, so it's like I didn't
So this
have-
isn't a crime.
thickness.
One of these
yeah,
things.
it's false thickness, but like she looked approachable. I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't like how basically the only black person that was
Was the boy they was taking pictures with.
Well, one. I think they know them though. Like I think they know.
Yeah, they've already
They
established
know
crew.
them. Yeah, they already. Yeah, I think they were like.
They already have their rules and everything.
Huh. Well, me, an extra. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a nobody. Huh. So.
Yeah,
How do you
Well, the
think
way y'all are
people-
putting it, this is
How do you
crazy.
think the people in Victorious felt? You know how they used to sit in the class, and then you have the main Victorious crew.
At least.
And then they was in the
at least
back
they can
with
show their
this.
kid that they was on a TV show.
You're right. I
Okay.
can't show my kid shit. That is true though.
What?
At least they had
I don't know why
movements,
the
and
fuck
at least they
everybody's
laughed in the
getting-
background, you know. But us, it was like that we was a pile of rocks. Like, oh, these rocks look pretty. Let me put them in this chair just because they look glamorous. That's basically how we was.
When the lady told us to move, I thought we were gonna do something, and no.
No, you see that.
She was like, "Are you guys sure your background?"
Yeah.
What do you
Oh, yeah,
mean?
you-
Am I sure?
Yeah, when I think about it, even she asked us that like
Like,
7
what do you mean?
times.
Am I sure?
No,
Like,
and
you think I'm
Jonathan,
lying?
You remember the first incident, like when me, you, and Wilfred? She was like, where do you guys belong? I'm like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to be here, okay, man? Like, my time is more valuable than you trying to look over my ass.
They must think that we were just there just to look at the freaking celebrities or
Like,
something.
Like,
No one
you
cares.
think, like, no. All jokes aside, I may be from the fucking Bronx, but I'm pretty sure I'll do more that you're gonna do in your fucking career or lifetime than. You feel me? Like, don't try to, just because we're kids from the Bronx, don't try to stereotype. You don't. they didn't even sit to have a conversation. They just asked, "Do you know any students that would like to be?"
Not like, hey, why'd you interested here? Why'd you want to be an extra here? Do you know anything about the movie?
Get to know. For me, the movie, I feel like it's
Yo,
gonna
and
be a
just
solid
now
movie.
when I went to the bathroom and I just came in and told you guys that the kids were filming right there. As I was going to the bathroom, they were still walking down the hall, and I was like, you know what? Let me be nice, cause they're kids. They got nothing to do with it, right?
No,
But as I was like, good luck. I was like, no. I was like, good job. Y'all all did great. You know, it was background crew. You know, yeah, saw me. And then the first black girl with the braid, she gave me a high five, and then the rest of the kids was like, oh hi. Like, they just kept walking. I'm like, all right, this is why I don't be nice.
Oh, come on. They're kids.
why-
They don't know how to interact with
No,
people.
it's them, it's their parents, it's the production. That's why they act like that. You mimic the way yo.
I understand that, but they're really young. I wouldn't hold it against them personally.
I feel like for like the young kids, like the ones that were
Like Matt,
like,
the bully?
like that, like loser him. I understand those kids, like, but like the ones that had the purple.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
had
say the
yellow
purple.
and blue. Like, if I tell you something, you better acknowledge me. Or I'm gonna make myself acknowledge myself. Like, I may look like an asshole, like when I tell you good job, but like you better acknowledge that I'm talking to you. I'm not no fucking rock or nothing.
First of all, can we just
Like-
take time to acknowledge that they
That-
didn't even have like wait a minute. We're extras, right? I just peeped something so crazy. We're extras. If we're sitting behind the rest of the contestants, the ones that didn't act, the ones that had the green on and the other colors.
That's
If
what
we're
I-
wait,
That
if
was a
we're
yellow flag for me. That was.
But look,
What are you on about?
watch this. If we're extras and if those guys didn't act but they still had shirts, why didn't they give you guys shirts since you guys didn't have shirts? Why make y'all look like a fool
I
by
am
flipping
telling
by
you,
flipping your hoodies?
I
inside
know,
out?
John. This is a very.
You see that? You see that?
I
need
think you
guys
should.
in RLP.
No,
No.
Because
Five
in 2 minutes you guys are gonna be doing selectives.
Oh no,
2 minutes.
that's what we've been waiting
3:05.
for the whole time.
Come on.
That's the crazy
I
part.
need you to go.
John, you need to hear the series input. and
Yeah,
I
one.
don't think
This is very important.
Okay.
This is on a case of one to serial. Look, okay. All right, let that door close. So here's what I learned from today. From the production side, let's just say they treated us like a pile of rocks. They mistreated us. I got racially profiled about 4 times.
That's not a joke either.
That's not a joke. We got
Like
racially profiled.
me, Wilfred, Brandon, and the whole crew.
The whole crew got racially profiled. I'm guessing Jennifer Lopez security guard as to like we're literally talking to each other, not even recording. Like we're just like.
But aren't you not allowed to talk while they're filming?
We weren't talking when we were filming. We were respecting the rules.
We're respecting-
When they were on break and, cut, and then talking to them, we're a low voice talking to each other, and then the dude keeps coming up behind us, so, yeah, you can't do that. He says it one time, right? We follow. Then, like 40 seconds later, he figures, okay, that must not be enough.
It must like we're like and
Yeah,
it,
but
it-
Jonathan's not a good kid in general.
Wait, what?
No, like all jokes aside, finish your point because you had the most to say. You too.
for me it was like they treated us like we weren't.
Like we
They
we
came.
didn't
They came
understand what
here.
we were saying.
They came here and they were rude to us.
They
Yeah.
basically came
Wasn't
to
treated
our
fairly.
in depth.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
So-
yeah, she's about to go.
Break it down.
One,
Make it plain.
Okay, I need to.
the other Jonathan from 11th grade, right?
Oh no, it was the other Brandon.
Brandon, the other Brandon from 11th grade. So during the first break, it was snack time, and then I guess one of the little actors' parents, whatever, they were standing behind him, and in Spanish, they were like, "Why is he here? He doesn't belong here," or something like that. And then Brandon turned around and he said, "Yes, I do. I'm part of this and that." And then the other lady was like, "Yeah." And then the parent was just like side eyeing him and giving him like rude vibes. Okay, we let that go. And
Yeah,
then
people were staring at
secondly,
Brandon.
That's awkward.
when this last break that we had or whatever, they were going to eat, but nobody told us like where to move, where to go. Like people just getting up and leaving.
We couldn't
were,
eat.
like, right?
We
we
couldn't
were
eat.
like, where do we go?
Oh, they didn't invite you guys.
No, everybody just got up and was leaving. So we was like, okay, what do we do? So then there was this lady who came up to us, and we thinking like she's gonna tell us what to do. She was like, "Who are you guys?" And we were just like, "We're extras." And she was like, "Okay." And she started talking. Then she asked again. She was like, "So you guys are extras?" And we were like, "Yeah, but we've been."
Couldn't believe it.
And then she was just like, "Okay, are you guys sure you're extras?" And we were like, "Do you think I'm lying? Like, what do you want me to say?" And then she was like, okay, just walk out. And I was just like,
I think they were doing a lot of assumptions that were based on very ignorant beliefs.
Disappointing.
it
Okay.
was just
Like
like,
as if we were just there just to look at Owen and Jennifer and whoever
Yeah,
else was there.
Like if we,
Not actually to get an experience, no introductions, no one came. The only really positive person was that old man who talked to us at the beginning.
At the beginning,
He was
yes.
telling us about how these little kids
Yeah,
who don't have much
that-
background, how
yeah.
they got cast. No one else when they came up to us said anything.
They
Hey,
just looked at
so
us like we didn't-
what brings you here? Do you know anything about the movie? And no, just are you sure you belong here? And then repeating the same thing over and over and
and
over.
the little kids, like I was just like, oh hey guys, I'm a singer. I go to the school. I was like, you guys did a really good job, and they were just like, thanks. I was just like,
They're
okay,
kids,
then,
so I don't have
my
any
bad.
qualms on that.
Like my
on
bad.
the kids side, I don't really fault them, but like they treated us like we try to sneak in there, like we try to fit in, and
Like we
all.
didn't belong.
And it was like, okay, one, what got me upset was how were they places? So like you seen the auditorium where the second, like
Bro.
basically the second.
It,
deck
it
is?
was an attempt to disable people.
Yeah.
That light,
Was an attempt.
that light,
light.
No,
right
they-
on
they
top of
had-
people.
They had, John, I'm talking to you about, you see those Hollywood lights that you gotta open side. They literally had like, it kind of looked like a mattress.
No one should have been allowed to
No one
sit
should-
there.
Yeah, like, and then they had us like sitting like right.
I refused.
Like,
I kept going
Yeah,
downstairs.
Right, and then all you see, like, all you feel is like a little heat wave, and then the light, and then the heat wave, and then the light, and then after the first break, Jonathan was like, I refuse to sit there because he was literally sitting in front of it, and then I was like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is like because he was sitting like on the bottom, so he was like, yeah, we were sitting back here on the last row, and they said it was okay. Because they didn't find us at first, and then I was like, okay, since I'm almost getting a headache nearly, like I'm gonna sit there.
That light was
And then
disorientating.
the lady that came up to us, she was like, where do you guys belong? Who are you guys? And then the old man, like I'm like throughout this whole time, I just want to chill with the old man because I don't really know anybody.
He
else.
treated us like people.
like, and he treated us with
He was
respect.
telling us what was going on, like how they do the lights, how they
Okay.
do everything. Wait, I'm not done. And then when they finally moved us to where the cast was, and we were sitting with them.
Yeah, they moved us.
J Lo, like when
nothing.
J Lo came and she was acting,
Yeah,
she
this is her right-
obviously
this
she
is her
knows
right there.
this is terrible. Okay, this is terrible.
This is her.
This is
Obviously,
that's-
she knows like all the kid actors because they're all within the same scene, right?
Established.
And we're literally sitting behind them like extra. So if you're a celebrity, John, if you're J Lo, and you see a bunch of random kids behind, shouldn't you be concerned? Like, who are these people? Are they extras? But she just looked at us and was just like, so it's just doesn't that kind of look bad? Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
This is her. part.
Okay, so it's J Lo's scene, and they're filming. And the kids that were in the film with her, she obviously knows the crew, right?
Oh, she spoke to the kid.
And the crew, like they're right here, and we're literally behind them. So if I'm a
Still not
celebrity
up.
and I'm
Still not
filming my shot, and I look at the people in the back, wouldn't I be? And we were the only people in the back within that section with them.
And then
So
also
wouldn't I be
getting racially
concerned?
profiled.
Like, who are these random like kids? Like in my, you get it? Like, and then she didn't ask if we were extras. Like nobody told her. So it's just like
But did she didn't say anything to y'all. She didn't.
no, but like we're just
No.
Well,
within
I'm
the-
guessing her security guards were when that was happening. As like we're just literally sitting and they like re-recording.
Yeah, honestly,
the same
for when
scene.
I think about it, all we were doing was sitting, following the rules. We weren't making a scene. We weren't
Yeah.
disrupting.
We
And we
weren't doing
kept
what the
getting
cameras were
bothered.
doing.
It was really weird.
Well,
I
guess
wasn't thinking
they
about it. They
so I
enlightened me.
think two things probably happened. One, that guy probably didn't he didn't either have an opportunity to explain that was part of what was going on, that there would be students from the school that were going to be a part of it, and so nobody else knew. So that's frustrating and disappointing. At least he was nice. I'm glad of that.
Yeah, he was the only. one.
Okay. And I'm glad you guys got to see the production in action. That's a positive. Because seeing what that's like, honestly, that's once in a lifetime. Like, people don't get a chance to do that. And who knows, maybe your faces will wind up on screen.
No.
You don't think so?
The
No,
way we
no.
was in the cut is not gonna happen.
John.
John, if I see an ounce of my finger in the comment, be like, that's my finger, that's unauthorized, I need money. Like, I swear to God, because the way this treatment was, no. Like, if
Like,
my
the way-
forehead shows, I want $50.
Well, what's funny, when we just wanted to do something, and we weren't giving anything, and we just kept getting bothered.
Would you guys rather not go back?
Honestly,
I'd
no.
rather not go back.
I don't want to go back.
Honestly,
Wow.
no. We served our purpose.
We served our purpose. I felt like
Because
a
it's
bag
like,
of
what if
rocks.
we go back tomorrow and it's like the same thing?
I felt like
And not only that, they waited 2 hours to see us with the crew. Like, we was just like, before anybody even realized that we were there, like, we even existed. So it's just like, right after you left and put us there, everything was just...
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I'd rather not go back. I have more important things to do on my time rather than see a production.
I gotta
of
prepare
a-
for SLCs. I got other things to do.
All right.
Let's just say I will accomplish more than what they're doing and yelling out, cut, cut, cut.
Well, I'll
Next
talk with Paul again.
I don't know.
That was the old dude.
Yeah, that was the old dude.
Yeah, you should give him constructive feedback, not the one that we gave you, but
Yeah,
a more measured nice-
way.
a more measured way. You know how to say
Yeah, yeah.
professionally.
Yeah.
My students were untreated fair. But
Well, I
you
just
know what?
making sure.
You know
and
what?
then if he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, let me see if I can do that better," and if he says that, then I'll invite you guys back.
John, let's just say I'd rather not.
Well, if they make an adjustment,
If they do make an adjustment
Yeah.
and I get a haircut tomorrow, today, John,
come on, y'all.
it's going
All right,
mighty.
let me get my stuff.
Um,